What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chaos. My name is Vlad the-tek, and today I have completed the first week of my new job. Yay! So don't get too used to it. At some point in the distant future, like we're talking about a month or two in the future, I'm gonna have to make some more changes to my uploads and stuff because chances are I'm probably not gonna be working in the mornings. So yeah, for those of you guys who don't already know, I got a new job, so I have less time to make videos, which is part of the reason why I'm making this video right here, is to kind of explain what things are changing about the channel here in the future. It's going to be a long video, but stick around, it might be interesting, especially since we're going to tell you all about my new job. Well, not all about it, but I will tell you some stuff, and it's going to be kind of bizarre to hear what exactly it is I'm doing, but yeah, that's why you're here, right? So I do have some good news and some bad news to go along with all that. And I'm going to start with the bad news. Part of that bad news, you guys already kind of know that my internet here is absolute garbage. And the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to stream every Friday on Twitch. The problem is, with a combination of old, nearly expiring hardware on my computer, and the fact that my internet is absolute dog turd, it's causing OBS to drop 30 to 40% of the frames it encodes, which basically means you end up with a pixelated mess. So I have to make the executive decision to not stream anymore, at least until I either upgrade my PC, and if that doesn't fix the problem, move in the future. Which kind of sucks, because I really wanted to start doing something on Twitch, but unfortunately I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm not going to waste what little time I have to basically stream dog shit quality to you guys. That's not fair on you. Especially when I could be using that to edit and record videos that I know are going to be good quality. It's just going to take a while to get them uploaded. Which brings me to the next bit of bad news. This PC that I'm using is almost 6 years old. Now don't get me wrong, that's a pretty good freaking age for any PC. There is just one teeny tiny little problem. That means that a lot of parts in this PC are reaching the end of their lifespan. I used to be able to overclock my processor to 4.3 gigahertz. Now I can't overclock it at all without overheating it. Same thing goes for my graphics card. It's running way hotter than it used to. And my graphics card was probably the best piece of machinery that I had in this entire thing. I mean, most of the stuff I put in here was top of the line. But when it came to overclocking, my graphics card beat out all the rest of my parts. But of course, that means that we're getting to the point in this computer's lifetime where parts are starting to get unreliable, and some parts are just starting to flat out break. My main hard drive being one of them. Not my C drive, but my 2 terabyte Seagate drive that's in this computer. It's starting to take a while to render, and in some cases, if the render takes too long, it'll actually start throwing errors. It'll start writing garbage to the drive, and basically makes files that I can't upload at all because I can't transfer them. It's weird because I'll be able to play them back perfectly fine, but it won't actually upload them or even transfer from one drive to another. It won't do that. So I've just reached a point where I have to just start replacing parts. So over the course of the next few months or so, I'm going to start slowly replacing parts whenever I can. Anyways, there's a lot of good news to go along with this. Being that I have a job, I can actually start paying for stuff. I'm also, even though the internet is crap here, I live with roommates. So it's keeping my cost here very low. So I can actually put a fair amount into rebuilding my PC and just getting myself back on track all at the same time. I have a really well-paying job. Which brings me to my next point, the job I have. Okay, so pause the video here. Take a guess at what type of job I have. I'll give you only one hint. It's a security job. Have you guessed yet? You're probably wrong. I got a job working at a maximum security penitentiary as a correctional officer. No, I am not joking. That's all I'm going to say about my new job. I'm currently going through basic training. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, I definitely see this as an unfortunate thing. They no longer mace you in basic training. Yeah, I was actually expecting to get pepper sprayed, and I was actually disappointed that I didn't get that. But that job pays really well, so I can start paying off my debts, and I can also start paying for my bills, and still have enough left over to invest in what I want to do with my future. Well, the first investment I'm going to make is in getting a new computer so I can keep making videos for you guys. I've actually been slowly adding stuff to my Amazon wish list, and I've got a PC parts picker list that I might end up posting to the description of each video I make, just in case somebody gets a wild hair up their ass and actually wants to help out. But don't get me wrong, this is exactly what I want to do with the rest of my life. That's why I'm working so hard to do it. And whenever I start getting new gear, I'm also thinking of different types of videos, like comedy sketches and stuff like that, to add to the channel. Right now, it's still going to be a gaming channel. Don't worry, the Let's Plays aren't going away. I think they're here to stay. It's just that I'm wanting to put more, I'm wanting to put other content aside from just meme reviews onto this channel. Obviously, the very first thing that's getting replaced in this PC is the hard drive. I'm going to be upgrading from a 2TB Seagate Barracuda drive to a 8, possibly 10TB Seagate Iron Wolf NAS 8TB hard drive, which, yeah, I'm going to be dropping almost $200 on a hard drive, but kind of need it. Especially when it comes to using Premiere. If you guys have ever edited footage in Premiere, you'll know that when you're editing, especially MP4 footage, it lags a lot, which makes me spend more time editing than I actually want to. And using a hard drive of that size with that much capacity means I can make proxy footage, which proxy footage takes up a lot of space. I actually took a 20 gigabyte MP4 file, which already is pretty big, and I made proxy footage for it, and it ended up being a 30 to 50 gig file, somewhere in there. Yeah, so 8 terabytes. May sound like a lot, but when it comes to an editing rig, it's a drop in the hat, really. And the other reason why I'm looking at the Iron Wolf specifically is because it's meant for NAS use, which is basically network attached storage. So basically a giant storage server is what this drive's meant for. So as far as lasting me years in this PC to come, I think that's going to be a good option because it's meant to be read and written to and read from a lot, unlike the drive I have, which is basically meant for just average gaming, which is part of the reason why this hard drive is going to fail at any day. Like I said, this computer's almost 6 years old. Hard drives, consumer level hard drives, are not meant to last that long. Also, I'm upgrading all the core components. I'm basically building a new PC piece by piece. Yeah, supposedly we're going to get another stimulus check. I don't know about that. But if we do, I'm pretty much going to upgrade all the core components. If you guys want to see a video of that, just tell me in the comment section or over on my Discord. But I'm going from an Intel platform over to Ryzen. I don't know why you guys would want to know all this, but hey, in case you're interested. I'm still debating on whether to get the Ryzen 7 5800X or if I should just do what I did with this PC and go balls to the walls and get the Ryzen 9 59 or 5900X or the 5950X. It's more expensive, it has diminishing returns, but I know the hardware is going to last forever and be the best I can possibly build given the scenario, but at the same time, I need to save up for other components. I'm also going with the Asus ROG Corsair 8 formula motherboard because I'm going to liquid cool this bad boy. Not with a closed loop system like I have now, because I've had so far 2 of those fail on me. Or I'm going to an open loop water cooled setup, which means that if a part fails, I just replace the part individually. Editing rig. Think editing rig whenever you hear these parts. It's meant to do work. It's not just meant for gaming. It's going to be doing work for me. However, the one weird thing that is going to strike you as odd is I'm going to upgrade all the core components, the CPU, memory, and motherboard, all that at the same time, or at least going to try to. But I'm going to wait for the video card because I'm going to try to do what I did with this build, and I'm going to try to I'm going to try to get the biggest and baddest video card I can, which means I'm either going to go with the RTX 3080 or the RTX 3090. From the way it's looking, probably the RTX 3080 because 3090 is way more expensive. But the trade-off to that is pretty much anything I throw at this, it's going to be able to process it. Which was part of the struggle with recording Resident Evil, was that I just didn't have the graphics hardware to keep up with it anymore. So I either had to dump my graphics card's resources into graphics fidelity or rendering, and I had to put it all into rendering. I'm also looking into getting an ultra-wide 32:9 aspect ratio monitor. Really the only X factor is when am I going to get my new case, because I'll show you guys the case that I have now, and it's all its dusty glory. It definitely needs cleaned, but I'm going to be upgrading the case later. And it's going to be cyberpunk theme. Well, this one was kind of cyberpunk theme, but I just didn't get to realize the true vision of what I wanted this case to be. Well, this PC, not the case. Pretty much all the things I'm going to be doing to this next PC that I have are the things I really wanted to do with this PC, but that kind of fell by the wayside due to other factors in my life at the time. And the whole reason behind me doing this, and this is the important part of the video, is because I love the community that I'm starting to build here. I'm also posting more videos to TikTok too, so if you want to see what I do over there, click on the link in the description below. I actually had a video that went viral on TikTok, and I've basically just been doing a lot of autism questions and stuff on there. So I think all of my educational content is going to be moving over there unless it requires a much broader definition, but I'm going to try to handle that stuff differently on the channel from now on to make it more entertaining. And no, that doesn't mean I'm going to be a TikToker. I'm basically going to be sending people from here over to TikTok if they want to, and people from TikTok over to here. Also, if you look up all these parts, it's a very, very expensive project. And honestly, I'm okay with doing all this because I'm in a place where I can afford to. And on top of that, this is just what I like doing. I like making videos, I like playing video games, I love interacting with you guys, even though I'm in a place right now where I'm kind of struggling a little bit. On the bright side, here the next coming weeks, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. I'm going to be learning defensive tactics, I'm going to actually be walking inside of a prison, and that's going to be a unique experience. I'll also get to, well, I already know how to fire a gun, but they're going to teach me they're going to get me certified on how to use a shotgun. All that stuff. I'm not really sure too much about what I can say about the place I'm working, but yeah, a lot of it I'm just... So if you guys want to help out with this, with what we're doing here, I will have a link in the description below to my PC part picker list if I can do that. I've actually removed all of the stuff from Amazon because a lot of companies that have stuff through Amazon for PC stuff are actually overcharging. So I'm just not going to be a part of that. I'm going to leave a PC part picker list below to my custom build. I also have the channel wish list below that'll have stuff like the camera gear that I want to get in the future. This is a while from now because this camcorder and this microphone still have a lot of life left into them. They're not as heavily abused as my PC is. Of course, there are other ways you can help out. You could help out by subscribing to the channel, following me on TikTok, liking my videos there, watching everything all the way through, comments in the comment section below. We're currently at 433 subscribers, and last time I had this opportunity drop into my lap, I actually left YouTube. So I'm going to try hard not to do that again. As long as you guys keep interacting with the videos and keep wanting more, I'm going to keep delivering it. So share this video, interact with it, and all my other content, and we'll get there. It's going to be a long road. It's probably going to take a while, but we will get there together. And that's really all I got. So I'm going to leave it at that for the day. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to show me some love down below by hitting the like button, and don't forget to check out the annotations for more videos. Now we'll see you in the next video.